Now, one of the biggest factors that deterred me from purchasing the HeadRush Looperboard was the Footswitch layout. And my major concern was how on earth could I stop 2 tracks simultaneously. Now on the Boss RC300, I use this technique all of the time. I'll have 3 loop tracks going and I'll stop track 1 and track 3, for example, simultaneously by clicking in both of the foot switches. However, the layout of the HeadRush Looperboard didn't offer this. You know, the stop foot switches are located on the 2nd tier, so I'd have to physically step on the pedal to use both of my feet on the foot switches. However, I found quite a cool workaround that allows you to do this function. Now the HeadRush Looperboard has so much customization that it allows us to change the characteristics of the foot switches. So for example, we can change whether a command is launched when the foot switch is pressed in, or whether a command is launched when the foot switch is released. So you press it in, and as you release it, that's when the command will launch itself. Now the way we access these parameters is inside of the global settings located over here, and we go down to foot switch control inside of this menu. And you can see we have all of these foot switch options. We've got ones for the record and play foot switches, stop, undos, and even the stop all foot switch over here. Now I'm going to specifically take a look at the stop/undo foot switches in today's video, but if you want a breakdown of each foot switch type individually, then check out the link in the description down below for my HeadRush Looperboard Ultimate Guide, because I go through each of the foot switch control parameters individually. So let's talk about the stop/undo options here. So we have the hold function and we also have the function. Now there's a difference between hold function and function, even though they both contain the name function. Now we're going to talk about function, not hold function, but function. Stay with me, very confusing. So here inside of this menu, if I click on it, I have 2 options. I've got the option on press and also the option called on release. Now, as I became more familiar with the HeadRush Looperboard over the past few weeks, something I've discovered is my foot, and this may be only me in particular, but my foot seems to actually straddle 2 stop foot switches simultaneously. So this totally removes the problem I was having with the button layout. Because obviously the foot switches are a lot smaller and closer to one another, I can actually click 2 at the exact same time with 1 foot. However, on the Boss RC300, in order to stop track 1 and track 3, for example, I would have to take both of my feet onto the loop pedal and press them at the exact same time. Whereas now, I only have to hover one of my feet over the HeadRush Looperboard and I can press and stop 2 tracks at the exact same time with 1 foot, which is really, really cool. Now, for some reason, when it's set to on release, it makes it very difficult to stop 2 tracks simultaneously, which is very frustrating because on the surface, you may think this would be the easiest setting to actually do this with, because you would only have to worry about releasing the 2 foot switches at the exact same time, as opposed to pressing the 2 foot switches at the exact same time. But for some reason, it appears that the HeadRush Looperboard, as soon as a foot switch is pressed in on the stop commands, it doesn't seem to respond to any other stop commands. It basically is almost like it's a command feed is held and occupied until it's released, and then it can receive the next command. So if I try and press 3 and 4 in at the exact same time, you'll notice only one of the tracks will stop. So let's try it out. You can see only track 4 stopped its loop track. Now, the way we're going to amend this problem is we're going to go into our global settings, and we're going to go down to foot switch control and change it to on press. Now, this is going to blow your mind how this now works. So if I now press in foot switch 3 and 4 simultaneously, both the loop tracks are going to stop at the exact same time. Now, as you can see, both the loop tracks stopped with one another. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to check out that link in the description down below to learn more about your HeadRush Looperboard and how to get the most out of this incredible loop station. But as always, I've been Ben Rollins. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.